everyone, this is Cinema.
And this is Johannes.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And today we are taking a look at our top 10 games of the year!
That's amazing.
It's excitement level through the roof. This is gonna be amazing. This is my favorite video to do.
Yeah.
Because I'm excited to see your list.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see yours.
There's been great games this year. We already did the top 20 to 11. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. And also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do it. It makes us super happy and it's free. And even you can click the bell button to get notifications every time we make new videos.
That's nice.
But first, this video.
Yeah.
This is the top 10 games of 2019. And I think it's like most people do this. And I like to do it as kind of like a roundup of the year. I like to see how was this year. Did we have fun? What games made us most happy? What games made us think the most? What games just made us have joy in our lives?
Yeah.
Because that's what the hobby is about, right?
Yeah, it is. And I looked at my list and I was just like, oh, I'm so excited to talk about these games because they're so great. And yeah, we have had so many games that have been cannons of fun this year.
Yeah, fun
Wouldn't
cannons.
you say?
Yeah. Some there has been a lot of games that have been meh. We talked about this already in the top 20 video, that being reviewers, we have to play some games that are not the best games. But most of the games also has been a lot of fun, and these are the funnest ones, which isn't the word, I knew that, but I just said it anyways, because it is so fun.
Yeah, so let's get to it, right?
Yeah, let's do it. So first, let's guess how many crossovers we're gonna have.
Oh, I have to look at my list now. How many do I think you have? I think you have 5 crossovers, I think we have.
I'm gonna guess 6.
Oh.
So this might be a short video then.
Yeah. But we have so many great games then.
Yeah, there might be some crossovers from the other list, like some games that you had on your top 20 and I had on my top 20.
Yeah, but you didn't count those.
No, I didn't.
towards
So
those
I'm gonna
6.
guess 6.
Yeah, I'm guessing 5 then.
So if you remember, we're gonna pick that up in the end of the video and see who was correct, and that player is gonna get a point or something. So in this video, I'm gonna be the red player, you're gonna be the blue player.
Yeah.
So in the description
Like
that's
we
coming,
usually are.
yeah. So people wanted us to do like numbers in and colors, color coded. So in the text bubbles that are gonna come at the end down here at the screen, I'm gonna have red numbers and you're gonna have blue.
Blue. Yeah.
So do you want to start?
Yes, I can
We're
do
number
that.
10.
My number 10 is Barrage.
Barrage.
And this is a monster of a game. It's a beast. It's so heavy. It's so crunchy. You're basically like... it's an action selection game.
It's a worker placement game.
It is a worker... Yeah, of course it is.
Mm-hmm.
You have workers that you place, but you also place some of them on your own player board, and that's why I thought action selection.
Yeah, of course.
And you're building these dams. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you want to collect the water and transport them through your buildings
Turbines
to
make
energy of them and get points. And it's a really tight game, and they have this super cool wheel that you like pay your resources when you're building, and you have to wait till those resources get back before you can use them again. And this is a crunchy game.
It is, absolutely. There's a lot of player interaction here, which you felt a couple of times when you played, that you can really screw yourself up if you do a wrong placement, or if someone can say, I'm going to just place this here then, and you get no water.
Yes.
That happened.
Yeah,
I did
happened.
that with you, and you were not happy.
I
But
was no one happy.
it is a really good game. It sadly had a lot of production faults, which makes a lot of people not want to play it, but they are trying to make it better, and it is a superb game that I really like it. Spoiler alert, I like it quite a bit.
Yeah.
So that's Barrage. My number 10 is Paladins of the West Kingdom.
Oh, okay, cool.
You had this on your top 20?
Yes.
It just barely made it into this. I really enjoy this game. A worker placement style game, but you place everything on your own board, so there's where Barrage has a lot of interaction, here there's almost no interaction. This is the definition of a multiplayer solitaire game. Like you have this huge board that's all for yourself, and you'll be like, oh, I want to do this action now, and I can because I have it for myself. And you can do it yourself on your board. There's a couple of things that not multiplayer solitaire, But mostly it's just doing that puzzle or trying to optimize the rounds, trying to get more workers to be able to do even more actions during that round. And I really enjoyed that. And we did a review of it, so you can see more in depth there.
Yeah, I really like Paladins. It was in my top 20, so obviously I like it quite a bit. I still like Architects more, but they're completely different.
Yeah.
So I think if you like worker placement game and if you like Olio, you should check it out at least.
Absolutely. So that's Paladins of the West Kingdom.
Yes. So that now it's time for my number 9. And my number 9 is Edge of Darkness.
Cool,
You did
wow.
have this in your
This is
top.
so high for you.
Yeah, it is.
I was like, okay, you didn't have it there, you don't have it on your list.
Yeah, because I remember, I think back to the games before Essen. That's like 2 eras for me right now, before and after Essen.
Yeah.
And I was thinking back to this game and I was just like, oh, I want to play this again. It was so fun. I really want to play it again, and
I do wanna play it.
get a happy feeling inside. And there's so much variety in the game. I feel like I haven't explored it fully yet, and I really want to do that. They had the overproduction, like we talked about in the last video we did. That's a little negative for me, and the components that it's not enough of
the
some
resources.
components. Yeah, but other than that, I really like the card crafting system and the
Yes.
deck building, and also the kind of worker placement-ish thingy that he's done with the actions.
Where you place your agents, and then you can do different actions depending on how many you have on those.
I really like the combining like the physical attachment to things and worker placement. Deck building. Yeah. Really cool game.
This was my number 17. I don't have words there. This was on number 17. A super good game. I'm surprised you have it this high because I just thought you didn't have it on your list.
Yeah.
So that's Edge of Darkness.
Yeah.
My number 9 then is Rurik, Dawn of Kiev.
Yeah, cool.
Which I was intrigued by on Kickstarter basically because of the auction worker placement mechanism, where you try to outbid people for doing different actions, and then you go through them and you have to do like your number 1 first and your number 2. All your workers have different numbers on them, so you have to basically program your turn and also want to do the actions so in the correct order, and also be able to do them the better version of them. So you have to plan out both when you place them. So this is kind of like that's the best part of the game, is to place those out and try to outmaneuver your opponents and trying to be able to puzzle it out in the best way possible. After that, it's a very good area majority game, and you're trying to do different goals. Basically, you're trying to get different areas, you're trying to build different buildings, you're trying to get resources to fill out your boats, which give you points and more income every round. And that part of the game is good. It's very good. But if it hadn't been for that auction mechanism, this wouldn't been on the top 10. So that is what makes this stand out and make it really different, and I have enjoyed it a lot. It feels like there is some attacking here, but it doesn't feel like an Ameritrash game, which is a term we don't use much anymore. But it feels like a Euro game with some take that or some interaction basically. But that auction mechanism makes it super cool.
Yeah, I agree. I really can't say enough positive things about Rurik. I really, really enjoyed this game. I think it takes some elements from other like area majority like Inish and Scythe that I really enjoy, and just adds this fresh Euro mechanism to the mix, and I really like it. It's my number 8, so it's a game that I really much enjoy.
Almost a crossover.
Almost.
I think we will have one, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So that's your number 8.
That's my number 8.
So what should have happened on the screen now is that game should have come up twice. Whoa, you should be happy now because you don't know that it was my number 9 and your number 8.
My number 8. So it's back to you again, actually.
It's back to me. Let's hear me talk some more.
It's your number 8.
It's my number 8, and I'm going to try to open my big book. And my number 8 is a game I know it's not on your list. And if it is, I'm going to walk out of here because I will be so surprised. It is Empires of the North.
Yeah,
Imperial
you're not
Settlers.
going to walk anywhere.
No, I know you're not going to have it on your list. I really like this game. I actually just played it yesterday. It's still super fun. I love it. I think it's a pure, like a simpler version of the Imperial Settlers game, but super cool, super fun, so focused on the different decks that makes it so great, and I love it, and I want to play it more, and we're gonna get the expansions even though you don't love it, so I can play it with somebody else or with you
No,
if you
I don't-
feel in a good mood someday.
I don't love it, but it's an enjoyable game. I like this better than the original game, but
Imperial Settlers,
they're
yeah.
so different, so
Yeah.
you can own them both easily.
Yeah. You can,
If
but I would
you
buy
want
this.
to, yeah. But I really like the wheel with actions that you can take,
Yes.
and you can like expand your workers twice sometimes. That's a nice addition to the original concept.
Such a good game. That is Imperial Settlers, Empires of the North.
Yes. My number 7, right? Yeah. My number 7 is 50 Clues. This is...
Wow!
Yes. I really like this game. This is
In the top 10, like
Yeah.
really? Wow.
I really enjoy this game. So this is an escape room game. I'm listing all 3. There's 3 parts. I wouldn't play one of them alone. I would play the 3. So this only take up 1 space. That's allowed.
Yeah,
Is that
like, or else it
cheating?
would be a really horrible top 10. Like, this is number 2, and then number 1, and then number 3.
Yeah.
It would be like, people would be like, oh, really?
It has a dark theme.
Really dark. I
A
don't
really
think.
dark theme, but the puzzles are some of the best that I have experienced in an escape room game, and it feels so thematic, and everything links perfectly to the situation you're in. There's not some creepy dungeon with a dungeon master that's plotting some evil plan. I'm kind of sick of those escape room games. Yeah. So this was a really fresh breath to the genre, and I enjoyed it so much.
So this is interesting. Like, this for me wasn't even an option because it's like a once and done game.
Yeah.
So for me, it's hard to put it on this
Yeah,
kind of
I
list.
was a little back and forth if I should have it on the
That's
list.
cool.
But I really want to give this game the attention that I think it deserves,
Yeah.
because it's super good.
It
But
is.
beware of some heavy content because it's a dark theme. So if you think you'll be interested, I'll suggest you go to the website and check out the tutorial.
And also you can see our review, so you
Yes.
can hear more about it there.
Yeah.
We did a review for that,
Yeah.
so you can see that.
Yeah.
That's 50 clues. That's super cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Cool. I'm
Really
gonna
cool
lose.
game.
I'm gonna lose on that 5, 6 crossovers. I'm gonna lose on that.
We'll see.
So my number 7 then is Glenmore 2 Chronicles.
Yeah, cool.
I really enjoy Glenmore, and I enjoy Glenmore more. So Glenmore
This
2 More is a really good game. It's not called that, it's called Glenmore 2 Chronicles. I think Glenmore 2 More would be really cool. Like, it's just more. It's, yeah, I like that joke. You put
Yeah,
it's gonna be
it's
like,
so-
okay,
yeah,
yeah,
I'm not
I almost
tired of
laughing
it
on my
yet.
joke. Yeah, so I like this. It has a lot of stuff. You can check our review for that as well to hear more. But it is Glenmore, the original game, just better. Like, I
Yeah.
understand people were not happy with having the huge box, and instead of like the small one that's like this, have a box that's this big.
Yeah, it's a beast.
It is a big box, but it has a lot of content, and I really enjoyed Glenmore 2 More Chronicles.
Yeah, I really enjoy Glenmore as well. More too as well.
But did you enjoy it more?
I think I enjoyed it more than the first game because they've added some positive things to it.
Yes.
And I really like that you can choose what Chronicles you want to play with and which one to combine, and just play the base game if you want to with the additions in the new game. I really enjoy that.
So that is my number 7, Glenmore 2 Chronicles.
And my number 6 then. My number 6 is Pipeline. This is also a heavy game.
Heavy.
Heavy Euro game. This is also, would you say worker placement or action selection here? I would maybe say action selection.
Yeah.
Because you only have like one dude that you're moving around, and
Yeah,
you're
but
not
it is-
blocking anything.
No, but then again, Vinhos, which we did on top 10 worker placement games.
Yeah, one of those genres, you get the idea. You're moving this guy to an action space and doing that, and you want to make a network of pipelines.
You want to make a pipeline.
Yeah.
Therefore,
you
the name
do.
of the game.
And-
Really clever name.
So you want to build like this network of
Pipes.
pipes, and you also want to drive your oil through the
In a car.
convert your oil
Yeah,
from raw oil to refined oil.
Yes.
And you want to sell them for points or money or both, and you want to build machines so you don't need to manually work your pipes. And you need some storage for your oil as well. This is a super tight game, and I love it.
It's amazing. So much. You basically said almost all I wanted to say about this game. It is super tight, super heavy. You have to play it quite a few times before you start getting and not getting in depth, not getting like lot of these red cubes of death that will lose you a lot of money at the end of the game. So basically it's about getting the most money at the end of the game. You're trying to build long pipelines of the same color and of many colors, because the longer the pipeline is, the better upgrade you will get from the oil. And how long the pipeline have to be to upgrade it is random every time you play, so you have to play differently depending on that, and also depending on what time's coming out. There's a really interesting market mechanism. There is so much cool stuff here. This is a game.
Yeah, and it's also have like variable end game
Endgame
goals. Yeah.
I like that my sentence now ended with pipeline. It's a game.
It's a game. You're not wrong.
No, I'm not. But yeah, it's amazing.
It's a great game.
It's amazing. So that is Pipeline.
Yeah.
My number 6 is a game about making sound.
It's a game about making sound. Oh yeah, okay. That took me a while.
It's Clank Legacy.
I thought you meant like making it in real life.
No, I'm just super clever.
Nah, yeah.
It's Clank Legacy. It is. We have only played half of it so far, but it is super cool.
Yeah,
I
super
love the
enjoyable.
story. I love how funny it is. It's funny story made by the Penny Arcade guys, based on the Acquisition Incorporated Dungeons and Dragons theme. Haven't played that because I don't really play Dungeons and Dragons, but it's Clank, which I enjoyed mildly, and then you add Legacy, which I enjoy highly. I love opening stuff. I love adding stuff. I love reading story snippets. Stickers. All
of it.
I'm so easy to please.
Tearing pieces.
Yeah, I'm so easy to please with those kind of things. But then Clank is a solid game, and adding this funny story and adding all these funny things makes it even better.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy Clank Legacy. I can't really say a lot about it because it's Legacy, but it's Clank with a funny story.
Yeah, I really enjoy Clank Legacy as well. I like the base game Clank better than you.
Yes.
But I think it can get repetitive and a little bit boring when you're just like rushing through.
Yeah.
And that's why I think adding Legacy to a game like this works perfectly. And also making a cooperating to make a funny story, not just the designers of the game writing some pumped up rules.
Stupid,
I don't know.
Which game can that be?
But I really enjoyed this as well.
So
Great game.
Clank Legacy.
Yeah. My number 5 is Awkward Guests.
Awkward Guests.
This This is a while since we played, but it was in your top 20?
In my top 20, yeah.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed this game.
It was my number 14.
Your number 14. This is, I've said it before, I'll say it again, this is my perfect Cluedo style, Clue, I don't know.
It's called Clue in America.
Yeah, it's Clue in English. This is my perfect crime-solving game, I think, when it's not like story-driven. And I think it does a perfect job of making you sit there and being like terrified that someone else has got the solution and you don't. Being like really cautious what information you give away, but also making you like think, oh, did he go there, but he couldn't have picked up that weapon. Really great game.
Yeah, even with its few flaws, with it being hard to set up and tear down because there's so much stuff to sort out, and the problem when you go through the deck and then just have to hope to get more information that you haven't. So those couple of problems, which makes it, we did a review for this, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so you can check out more in detail there. But I agree, it's a super good game. It was on my top 20, so it is an amazing game.
Yes.
And you can say about that game, it didn't come out this year, but it is the first time it is available in English, and it wasn't really printed out a lot in Spanish, and we don't speak Spanish, so it is the first time we can ever play it.
Yeah. It's a really great game. Check it out.
That's Awkward Guest.
Yeah.
We're in the top 5 already. Oh.
Yeah, we are.
So my number 5 is a game about a dog.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
It's Cooper Island.
Cooper.
It is, Cooper the dog. It isn't really about him. You just see him in the rulebook.
And it's the first
it's the first player marker.
Yeah.
So the dog changes owner.
Yeah, he's
like,
not
okay, go
really
to that
dog-like.
part of the island now. You can
He's
go
not loyal at all.
live with these guys if you want to.
He's your best friend if you go to a certain action space.
He will stay your best friend.
Yeah.
And if you don't, he will hate you and go to somebody else. But this is a tight worker placement game. We did a first impressions video on this, so you can see more there as well, and not going into huge details. But it is a super tight worker placement game where you feel like you won't do anything. You won't succeed in anything you're trying to do. You will maybe get some points if you're lucky, maybe like 20 or something if you work really hard.
Yeah.
And you will try to get resources which are hard to get, and you will try to get other things that are hard to get, and it's just hard to do anything, and it's still fun.
Yeah.
It's one of those games that when I played it, I knew this is going to be a super game. A pure Euro game, pure heavy Euro game, which is fun.
Yeah, I agree. This is a super tight game, and I kind of hate myself every time I play it. And I hate the game sometimes, but working so hard, and you feel like you're wasting like all your workers to get like 1 point. You worked so hard, and you maybe get 1 point.
And that 1 point tastes so good when you get it. It's like, yes,
Yeah.
point!
But I think it's really interesting when you're building these terrain tiles, yeah, and you're stacking them so they get in different levels, and then you get a resource on top, and that has a value depending on which level it is on, and you have so little space for your resources, so you want to get resources, but then you can experience that you have too many and have to like throw them away, and
Which
that
feels
hurts
good.
so bad because you have so few. This is an amazing game.
It is. That's Cooper Island.
Yeah. My number 4, right? My number 4 is Tainted Grail.
Cool.
It's a really good game.
It is.
It's we're not done with it yet.
No, we were in chapter 4.
And so far it is growing on me. In the beginning I was just like, I've seen this before. The rules were a little like when it comes to the new elements it was introducing, not answering all our questions, and we really need to be like in the mood when we play this game to really enjoy it.
Because it's a narrative cooperative game.
It's a super narrative.
It's almost exclusively reading.
Yeah. I really like co-op games, especially when they're story-driven. That's my favorite kind of games. So I'm really looking forward to how this plays up. And I actually think that this can like climb on my list.
Were you going to say it's going to be better than Gloomhaven?
I don't know.
It's so different.
The good thing about this game, Gloomhaven, is that
it never ends.
It's never ending. So this I imagine it's ending at some point.
Yeah, it will. It's 15 chapters.
It's totally different. I will say that it's more like Seven Continent than it is to Gloomhaven. But I think I like the narrative and the theme better here than in Seven Continent.
Yeah. This is from the first time we played, I didn't really like it. I felt the narrative was good, but the gameplay was meh. Then we played the second time because we needed to play it more, and I slowly fell in love with it. And now I just want to play it. I'm starting to get like super addicted to play it because it is so fun. The gameplay is getting better and better the more you get into it. And the story is superb. It's greatly written. I really love it. I love the world. I love the weirdness of it, the weirdness of it. I just love how strange it is. And there's some Easter eggs here, which is the best Easter eggs in the world. Which, if you know it, you know it. Please don't spoil it for anybody else in the comments. But this was a game that I didn't back it on Kickstarter, but I heard all the people loved it. And I was happy to get to buy a pledge from somebody in Norway who had their friends had one as well. So I got their pledge, and I'm super happy. So you said you usually like co-op games. I don't usually like co-op games, but I do like co-op games that has a narrative that is good or has some kind of like a legacy element to it. So this is a super, super, super good game.
I'm guessing it's on your list somewhere.
It might be. Tainted
I'm
Grail.
just taking a wild guess here.
Wild guess, Tainted Grail.
Yeah.
My number 4 is a game we already talked about. That is Pipeline.
Yeah, nice. I expected it was on your list because...
Yeah, it's an amazing game.
It's a really great
it's
game.
super good. I like it a bit more than you, but
Yeah.
my number 4,
This
Pipeline.
really works with your brain, though.
It does.
Yeah.
My brain is happy when playing this game.
Yes.
And sad.
We're in the top 3.
Here we are.
I'm just saying.
Wow, top 3 games of 2019.
I have some great games.
I think that this has been a good year. We already said it, like
Yeah.
some people, yeah, I'm gonna say it again. People are always like, this has been a bad year. But just, if I can find 20, 30, 40 games in a year that I would happily play, it's gonna be a good year.
Yeah, I think so. And there's like harder and harder for each year to come up with something new and interesting
Yes.
that hasn't been done before. So these people are like working their butts off.
So, top 3 games of 2019. I know my own list. Excited to hear yours. Let's
Yes.
do number 3.
My number 3 is Clank Legacy.
Cool.
This is really high on my list actually, and especially because we're like almost only
Played half,
halfway.
yeah.
But I really enjoy it. And I look at it and I'm just like, oh, that's a game. We need to
play
finish
the
that.
rest.
And I'm looking forward to see all the new elements
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can achieve my character goals. And yeah, I'm super excited.
Yeah. So yeah. I would be surprised if it wasn't on your list.
Yeah.
So usually these top 3 goes pretty quickly in these videos. So let's see how it goes this time. My number 3 is Tainted Grail. So we almost had another. We had another almost. What are you thinking about? Is there a game missing?
No, I'm just figuring out your top 2 in my head.
Okay, cool.
I know one of them.
I know. I think I know the both. I'm pretty sure I know your number 2 and
I
your
hope
number
you
1.
do.
So yeah, maybe I should do your number 2.
Yeah?
Would that be fun?
Yeah, do you want to?
If I do your number 2, you do my number 2.
But
Let's guessing.
that's the one I'm not sure
But
about.
that's gonna be fun for the viewers.
okay.
If you're wrong, I'm just gonna say, haha, you're wrong. So
I'm looking forward
I'm
to
guessing that your number 2, like Sunova's number 2, is Cooper Island.
that. That's right.
Cool! I get a point. Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
So it's coming up on the screen now, and we already spoke about that.
Yeah,
Do
we
you want to
did.
add something?
No, it's a superb game. The only thing that could make this better is
If we were better at it.
yeah. It's the exact same thing that makes this game so good to begin with. It's so tight.
It is.
And that is what I love and hate about this game. Because sometimes I just want to feel good when playing a game. And then I won't pick this game.
No, play something else.
Yes.
So what is my number 2?
I think... I'm really unsure about this, but
It should be on the list, and it hasn't been on the
yeah, it
list. yet.
hasn't. I think your number 2 is Barrage because
is.
it hasn't been on your. It is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we do know each other pretty well. So
Yeah.
it is Barrage. I like it so much. It is a super cool game. We spoke about it in great lengths in the review and already earlier in this video. So that's number 2. And I think then as we almost can do a lot of times, that we can just say number 1 in
Unison.
Yeah,
but
because
you can't
what?
because my number 1 is Orleo Storder. I just had to. You're dying right now.
So we can say it in unison.
Yes, we can.
Because if it was, my brain almost exploded there.
yeah.
Like, if that wouldn't be in your number 1 and it wasn't in your top 20.
But it was worth it just to see your expression.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you really got me there. Okay, so top game 2019 is Maracaibo.
Yeah, it was no surprise to us.
No, probably not to
No.
the viewers either after they
No.
watched the review.
This was the first game we reviewed after
After
Essen.
Essen, yeah.
And after that, it just went downhill.
There was some ups and downs, but
Yeah.
it just went downhill. Just wanted to play it more. We have played it quite a few times, actually. Right now, I was stupid, so it is at the bottom of that Christmas tree.
Yeah, so we
can't
can't
play
play
it
it
until
again
after
for a
Christmas.
long time.
Because then the whole Christmas tree will fall down. That
Cooper
would be
Island
sad.
is there too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Maracaibo is just super fun. You can see the review to see more in depth. But it is.
I think our views hasn't changed
No.
much from then.
I think it's still super good. I love how the campaign game actually works.
Yeah.
And how it just changes up the game a little bit. And I love the legacy tiles.
Yeah.
It just adds different spaces to the board without disrupting the board. You can play without the legacy elements if you want to play without the campaign. But I would suggest if you buy the game, just play with the campaign because it's not a super interesting story, better than all your stories, but it adds just these tiny little elements and just changes up every game enough to make it fresh every single time.
Yeah, it's pure awesome dryness.
Yes.
I recently watched No Pun Included's review it actually, and he said, FK said some negative things about it that I actually support, that the theme is kind of bland, but I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
We want to do strategy and have fun. We don't care about theme.
And
I don't know what the theme is in this game.
Yeah,
There's
right.
some disease and some pirates and some doctor, and you try to get points.
Yeah, but the Euro stuff you do in this game is great.
It's
That
the
is
best.
what I need, and that is what I got.
So
I'm super happy about this game.
So how
Obviously, it's my number one.
So how many crossovers did we
Crossovers.
have? We had Maracaibo, Barrett's, Tainted Grail, Pipeline, Cooper Island, and Clank Legacy.
Ah, you won.
That is 6.
It is.
So I win a point!
I'm not happy about
I don't
that.
know what I'm going to do with that point, but we will find out.
You can use
Probably
it
never.
in a game of your choosing.
Yay!
When you're 1 point away.
Cool.
Like in At the Gates of Luoyang, that could be
That would
like...
be a good point.
that
would be a really good
great
point.
point.
But yeah, that is it. That's the top 10 games of 2019.
I'm super happy about
It's been a
our
great,
lists.
great year. There's some more videos to come the rest of the year. And what is your top games? Please let us know in the
Yes.
comments. And also if you say like, you're wrong, your games are horrible, let us know. And if you support our games, the choices we did, please let us know. And please subscribe to the channel. That makes us super happy.
Yeah, there's some games that we haven't played yet. I think like the Sarcadians.
Played it just one time.
Yeah, that could like make
The top 20?
Yeah, I think so. That was neat. But also, if there's some games that you think we missed, please let us know.
We always want to play more games.
We always want to, try new games that we haven't tried yet.
So that is the end of the video, right?
Yeah.
I'm Johannes.
And I'm Cinema.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.